everyone. Today we are going to learn the new topic of elements, compound and mixture, that is mixtures. Up to now we have studied about the pure substances like components and elements. But now we are going to study about the mixtures. Now what do you understand by mixture? Mixture is nothing but it is a type of a matter which is combined with two pure substances. So it can be combined with the two components or any pure substances. It may occur in the homogeneous form or heterogeneous form. So as we know that pure substances always have the homogeneous mixture, but here in mixture always it is impure substance and it will have the homogeneous as well as heterogeneous mixture. It may occur according to the condition. So this is about the mixture. Now let us study the different type of mixtures. There are homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. For that I have a beautiful example, that is of homogeneous mixture, salt and water. If we will mix salt and water together, you will observe that it will mix thoroughly and definitely it will have the homogeneous mixture. The molecules which are present and whatever the area is there in that, water molecules and salt molecules will form a uniform mixture, and that is why it is known as a homogeneous mixture. Now heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, for that we have the example of soil and water. When you will mix the soil and water, you will observe that some particles are remaining over there. They are forming a residue at the they will be sink into the bottom of the glass. So it is forming a heterogeneous mixture because the particles which are present in the soil, they are not uniformly mixed with the water. That is why they are forming a heterogeneous mixture. Now whenever the mixtures are formed, after that definitely it needs the separation method. So what are the different separation methods? That we are going to see now. Before going to the topic, first we should discuss about why separation of mixture is needed. Definitely we should have the pure substance, that is why we need the separation of the mixture. If we don't have the pure substance, then the substance cannot be useful. Or otherwise, if any mixture is there of two substances and from that only one is useful substance and another one we don't want to use, so for that purpose we are just making the separation of the particular substance. To make this separation, what is required? What are the methods required? For that we are going to see the different methods of separation of mixture. In that also they are divided into solid-solid, solid-liquid and solid gas. So how they are separated in different ways. So the first one is solid-solid. So solid-solid mixture can be separated by winnowing method, right, or sieving method or hand picking method. Your mother might be doing this method at home. If she brings the grains, that time how she is doing? When we bring the grains from the market, immediately we are using directly that like that? No, we are removing the husk which is present inside that. Then we are removing the stones which are present inside that, and whatever the impurities are there which are not useful, that we are removing and throwing it out by hand picking method, sieving method or winnowing method. Okay, so here we have the picture of this all three methods. Now let us go for the next method, that is for separation of solid-solid mixture. So here I have a beautiful diagram of solid-solid mixture, that is separation by magnetic. So how it can be used? If we are mixing iron filings with sulfur, definitely they will get mixed together, and after some time if we want to separate that mixture, how we will separate it? So we will just use the magnet, horseshoe magnet, we will bring near to that mixture, and you will notice that whatever the filings are there, they are sticking to the horseshoe magnet. And there, from the horseshoe magnet, we can just remove that iron filings in one beaker or one evaporating dish, and another you will find in the bowl that is remaining is sulfur powder. So in this way we can do the separation of the solid mixture. Another one method for solid mixture is sublimation. Already we have studied about the sublimation method. Means in sublimation the solid changes into the gaseous state, and that is known as a sublimation method. So if we will take the mixture of NaCl and ammonium chloride, that is AlCl2. If we will mix together, then we have to just separate it by the method of sublimation. So here we have the diagram of separation of sublimation, separation of both the substances by sublimation method. So here in this diagram you can see ammonium chloride and NaCl is mixed together, and then when it is getting heated, so immediately after some time you will notice the vapors are arising and the collection of the different substance is done into the funnel. So in this way we can separate the solid substances. Now the next one is separation of solid liquid substances. Now if the mixture is made up of soil and water and I want to separate it, okay, so how I will separate it? I will just use the method of sedimentation and decantation. So what do you understand by sedimentation? You will take that solution and keep in a beaker, and you will not move that beaker. It will be stable at the rest position. So you will observe that whatever the solid particles are there, they are settling down. So that is known as the sedimentation process. And whatever the remaining upside layer of water is there, that can be removed by the decantation method. So slowly you can just put that into a beaker by the decantation. Means you have to use the strainer or some other strainer or any other substance like that or any other object like that, so that it will be separated. So here we have the method diagram of sedimentation and decantation. Now let us see the next method of separation of solid liquid mixture is filtration. Filtration is the method which is useful to filter the particular substance. Now how we will just filter it? If we will just take any of the solution mixed together and which forms a mixture, so that mixture you have to take it and you have to take the filter paper. Just see the diagram. In the diagram you can see the filter paper is there. Just fold that filter paper, put into the funnel, and then pour the substance which is mixed together and put into the funnel. You will observe that whatever the impurities are there or whatever the mixture is there, that will be remain as a residue into the filter paper, and whatever the water is there, it is getting filtered over there. So in this way we can separate the solid liquid mixture. Then another one method is evaporation. How we can evaporate? So whatever the salt is there which is taken from the sea, how it is extracted, that we should know. So whatever the water is there which contains the salt, keep in the sunlight. By the heat and by the sun rays, it will have the heat, and at the particular some extent the temperature increases and the water gets evaporated, and whatever the remaining will be there, it will be NaCl, that is salt. Then the next method of this mixture, solid liquid mixture, is centrifugation. Centrifugation method you might have seen in your house also when your mother is preparing the cream, especially making the cake. While making cake, she needs the cream. So how she is making the cream? whatever the milk is there, she is making, she is using the beater, she is mixing it, and after that the lighter particles are coming upside and the heavier particles are settling down. So in this way we can just separate the solid and liquid mixture. Then many of the places you have saw the mixer is there, yes, grinder. So in that also your mother might she is putting some material into that, and she is preparing some spices, putting and masala she is preparing. So during that time also what is happening, lighter particle which is becoming very fine, it comes upside, and which is very heavy, it goes downside by mixing. Okay, that is centrifugation method. Now let us study about the separation of liquid substances. So how the liquid substances are separated? They are mostly separated by the fractional distillation method and by separating funnel method. So one very important apparatus is used in this method, that is separating funnel. So it looks like in this way. So whenever you will put any substance over here, so mostly separating funnel is useful for the separation of the liquid mixtures only. So if we will take the mixture of kerosene or oil or water, oil and water, if you will just mix it and if you will just pour into this, so you will observe after some time, after settling all the things it in the rest position, you will observe water will be stable and oil will be stable, and the oil will be at the upper layer of the water. The reason behind that is that the density of water is greater than the density of oil. That is why the water is downside and the oil is floating on the bottom. Same thing is used in many of the ornamental objects, like for example many of the ladies are putting the rangoli on the water. So they are pouring the oil on that and then they are drawing rangoli on that. Again one more thing is that some are putting diyas on that. So reason is that in that they are putting oil and then they are just putting diya over there. So reason is only this, that whatever the density of the water is there, it is more than the density of oil. So in this also same thing happens, and then after that you will observe slowly whatever the mixture is there of water and oil, water will just come down slowly into one beaker. We can collect the water and the level comes down. Once it completes, you just off the cork over here, and then the oil will be remaining here and water will be settling down. So this is about the separating funnel method. Next is fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is nothing but it is also the liquid substance, means the density is not that much different, like alcohol and water or juice and water. If you will mix together, you will find that, or otherwise kerosene, petroleum also we can take. So in that case what you will do? So for that also we have the fractional distillation method. Now the next very important new technique is there for separation of liquid, that is chromatography. Chromatography is the method which is used nowadays in new technique and which is mostly useful for the separation of the same components, exact components. So for that purpose chromatography is very much useful. So here we have some of the diagram, and let us study about the disadvantages and advantages also.
So these are the advantages and disadvantages of chromatography. Advantages: any type of mixture can be separated, any quantity of mixture can be separated, wider choice of mobile phase, automation is possible. Disadvantages of chromatography are time consuming, more amount of mobile phase are required, Automation makes the technique more complicated and expensive. So, these are the advantages and disadvantages of chromatography.
Now, the next one is mixture of liquid and gas. If you want to separate the mixture of liquid and gas, how you will separate it? So we have only one and the most important method, that is only the boiling. So for that we have the beautiful example of water. Water contains gas, right? So if we boil the water, what happens? Whatever the components are there of the gas, they are getting evaporated, and whatever the water is there, it remains as it is. So like that way means whatever the gas is that it gets evaporated from the liquid once it is getting increase in the temperature. Okay, so you can separate liquid and gas mixture in this way. Next one is when the gas mixture is there. So how you will separate it? If the mixture of gases is there together, means separation of gas, how we will do? For that we have the three methods, that is diffusion, solvent extraction and liquefaction. So these are the three methods to separate the gas mixture. Okay, so with this we completed the lesson. And just complete the question answers and complete it and write it properly. Thank you.